Oh my God. They really are so
You see that one? When it's half his screen still goes on. You see that big one? Look at the stingray. It focuses it, doesn't make it look blurry.
Dude, what are you doing?
You said if I wanted to buy or sell a house in Central Florida that I should follow you.
On social media!
You got a link?
Buying or selling a home, visit celebratingflorida.com or follow me on social media.
And we're live on
Hey!
Facebook, YouTube, and Parts Unknown.
We are live! Woo!
Victor, you made it.
Yes. Hello. Oh, Caleb, he watches my. Thank you. He watches my shows all the time.
Yeah, follow Victor on social media, not stalk him. Marla's here. Marla, you're gonna love
Marla.
our Disney detail today. I'm telling you that right now. You can stick around for that one for sure. Hey, Mary.
Mary's here.
Welcome.
Hello. Cindy.
And Cindy. And Lily from Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a fun show planned. I hope everybody shared it out. If you didn't, share it now. Tell your friends, tell your family.
You have time. Come on.
Tell your siblings. Yeah, everybody. Oh, Teresa's here.
Hello, Teresa.
Hello, everyone. We got a lot to cover. Victor, you're outside. The fireworks are going to be starting at what, 20 minutes?
20 minutes. Yep.
Less than 20 minutes. So let's get right to it because we're going to watch the fireworks, and we want to talk over 55 communities in Central Florida and the best place to go to get a house there if you're planning on moving. And we got our Disney detail of the week, and we got our hidden Mickey of the week. So we got a lot to do.
We got a lot to get through. Let's get moving.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, the hidden Mickey of the week. I call this a hidden Mickey. Would you consider this is a go with me here, I guess. Would you call
The
this
hidden Mickey guy would definitely put this one up for a vote, I think.
Yeah. But anyways, where in Disney park can you find this?
Well, I'm going to guess it's at the Sportsman Shop.
Hey, good guess.
That's what I'm here for, to make these astute observations. You know, you have to really dig into the details to notice these things.
There we go. First guess. Oh yeah, Caleb
Caleb got it. UK Pavilion.
Yeah, Epcot, England. I think this is pushing it. Questionable hidden Mickey. I agree. This is a go with me here, England. So yeah, so this is in Epcot in the England UK Pavilion, and that's brought to you by DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. We should get this guy on once in a while.
Yeah, this Victor guy. I hear he's a lot of fun to get on the show if we can get him to show up. Yeah.
So if you want to buy or sell your home in or around the Orlando area, contact Victor. Go to DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com where you can get all his social medias and whatnots. Yep. And tell him the Grand Circle Tour podcast sent you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, Victor, how you doing?
Terrific. It's great.
Thank you for joining us. We're
Got
always glad to have you here.
Little rain, and I have a light on here that I'm glowing. Oh God, I better unplug that zone. Anyway, so yeah. My neighbors must think I'm nuts because I'm always out here videotaping something with the fireworks behind me. Almost every night I've got something for the last couple of weeks.
And they're out there going, why? If he just turns around, he could see the fireworks.
Yeah. I want them behind me.
He's the only guy with that fireworks behind him.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you, I really love it. I love it. I'd have to be crazy if I came out here every night and looked at the fireworks. But, I will walk out, see a couple of minutes of it, or sometimes I'll stay through the whole thing. But it's really nice, especially when I can play them when I've got a live stream from the parks at the same time. So I'll, if I'm live streaming it, I'll put them side by side.
Oh, sure.
So you can get the music from the park.
Well, we did that. We did that with Justin and I and you. Justin and I were both at the parks, and you were at home, and Jason was choosing different angles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool show.
Yeah, there's not many houses that have. There's some houses that have a better view, but I've got a very good view.
Do you find if depending which way the wind is blowing, you can hear some of the music at all, or
I hear the oh my God, I hear everything.
Yeah, like is it louder?
I feel like
the wind's coming.
I hear if I'm sitting out here, I will hear the trains. I will hear the steamboat, the Liberty Bell. I will hear, I'll hear the electrical water parade pageant that they have, on Seven Seas Lagoons. I hear that clear as day. Every once in a while, I'll hear a song that I can actually understand which song it is. But yeah, I hear that. I hear so much here. It's only a mile away.
Yeah. Because I get. I just
think that would be so relaxing if you're having like a stressful day. At the end of the day, you just go out there and just listen to that and see the fireworks. That just sounds nice.
I'm in real estate, so a stressful day is
every day.
Every day ending in a Y.
It's a consistent thing.
Only the days ending in a Y, like Justin says.
But yes, it's oh my gosh, it's really. When people are here, they'll go, "What was that noise?" And I'm like, "Oh, that was the railroad train at Disney World." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you can hear it." Yeah, so you can always. It's crazy. It's just like now. I lived in Celebration, which is magical to begin with, but you couldn't hear or see anything unless you were on like one little street. You could see some fireworks, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I could hear the fireworks, but that's all I heard there. So this, I feel like I feel like I'm part of it. People say, you don't go to the parks that much? I'm like, well, I hear it.
The parks come to me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the in the details. I got a really fun one today. I'm really excited about this one. I don't think anybody has seen this one, unless you read the same articles I did. But this is a real cool one. Okay, so everybody in the chat and everybody watching is very familiar with Big Thunder Mountain.
I have heard of that one. Yes,
you have heard of it. Now the Big Thunder Mountain. There's 3 of them, or 4 of them. There's 4 of them. There's one in Hong Kong. There's one in Paris. There's one in Disneyland, and there's one in Walt Disney World. So the one, and they all have different. They're from different towns, like different parts, the different fictitious towns that they actually are part of. So the one in Hong Kong is Grizzly Gulch.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a sign, "Welcome to Grizzly Gulch," founded in 1888. That's a detail that I know not everybody knows about, but a lot of people know about that. Now in Paris, it's Thunder Mesa in Disneyland Paris. They call it Thunder Mesa in Disneyland Paris, which is cool. That's a neat detail. In Disneyland, it's a Tumbleweed. Sorry, in Disneyland, it's Walt Disney World. It's Tumbleweed.
Okay, so Magic Kingdom it's Tumbleweed.
Magic Kingdom, right? Yeah, Magic Kingdom, it's Tumbleweed. And I'm missing a slide. Darn it. Rainbow Ridge is in Disneyland. There's one called Rainbow Ridge in Disneyland. But now here's the cool part. In Disneyland, they got this signpost that has all 4 of the Big Thunder Mountains on the signpost and how many kilometers it is to that Big Thunder. So Rainbow Ridge is in Disneyland. It's 76 feet away from the signpost. Tumbleweed, which is in Walt Disney World, is 2,496 miles. And because it's in the U.S., it's in miles, whereas the one in Hong Kong and the one in Paris is in kilometers. And they're all pointing actually in the proper directions too, which is super cool. I thought this was a really neat.
And I'm going to guess those distances are probably accurate as well.
Yeah. So Rainbow Ridge is the entrance is 76 feet from the signpost. So I thought this was a really, really cool detail that they have in Disneyland.
That is a nice touch and a nice homage to all of the different Big Thunder Mountains around the globe, as it were. I love that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I thought that was a cool Disney detail. Victor, were you familiar that the Big Thunder Railroads had different towns?
No, I wasn't. I went to a lecture by Tony Baxter, who developed Big Thunder Mountain, and didn't cover that, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought this was so cool that they had this sign here. And this is in Disneyland. Isn't there something like that at Castaway Cay for the park? I believe so. I think there is too. In Castaway Cay, they have a sign similar to that. Marilyn, next time you're in Disneyland, look for that sign. It's
look at my sign.
See, what I remember most about the Big Thunder Mountain in Hong Kong is that there's a section that goes backwards.
Oh, really? Yeah, Lily. Yeah, look for that sign when you go later this month. So, anyways, that's brought to you by MEI and Mousechan Travel. If you want to plan a vacation to Walt Disney World,
or Universal, or a cruise, or just about anywhere.
yeah. Contact Becky and her team. They must have been really busy with the new holidays coming out this past Monday.
The new bookings and such.
The new bookings for 2024 came out. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that's always going to be a busy time for them. I'm absolutely certain of that.
Oop, wrong button. So, anyways, alrighty, let's talk 55 plus. Victor.
Yes.
We came in. You know what?
So I have a couple more years before I qualify. I'll tell you that right now. I don't qualify yet.
Some communities, you have to check with them. They have a 80-20 ratio where they will allow 20% of the people to have no one under over 55 would be allowed. So I've sold houses like that. You just have, it's just depending on the rules. When it's new construction, when it's resales, no, you have to be 55 plus.
So there you go, Dustin. You can build a new house. How long does it take to get a house built?
Depends. If it's a custom home, it should take about a year. But I have one that's been. The thing is, when you sign your contracts, they will say in your contract they have 2 years to build the home. They'll tell you it's going to take 9 months, but if something happens, they can push you back.
Okay.
If it's better for them financially to push you back, they will. And that's why I kind of like inventory homes. That's where they've picked all the colors, they've pulled the permit, and it's at one of the stages of production. Yeah.
So Mary's asking, does your price get locked in when you sign in if it takes 9 months?
Virtually. There are some builders that have a escalation clause, that if wood goes up, exponentially, so that they
if their expenses go too far.
That's why I like inventory homes, because the price is really going to be the price.
Because I'm thinking if they tell you it could take 2 years, then you could do it when you're 53. Is what I'm thinking. That's my way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So
they sometimes take. I have my longest customer is still signed up 26 months ago.
Wow.
And they still haven't gotten in. They're 2 months away.
Okay. Wow.
And there's nothing I can do. It can't make them go faster. You can't.
Yeah. So
now my house was done in 8 months.
So this
you mean you can't just go out onto the work site and go take your fist and go, work faster, people, work faster.
There you go. There's the fireworks.
Okay.
Oh, there they are.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh no! I'll move this way.
The other way.
Other way. There we go.
There you
There
go.
we go.
There's my little direction sign.
Yeah. Well, that's what made me think about when I saw that sign. I thought Victor has a sign like this. We could.
I've had it up for like at least 2.5 years, and it's getting a little weathered now.
Okay.
Sure, that'll happen.
Yeah.
And what does yours have? Does yours have Disneyland?
It has Epcot, Magic Kingdom,
okay,
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
1 mile away. Yeah, sure, it's 1.5 miles, but I'm not gonna say that. Budget.
There's this little thing called rounding. See?
Yeah, round it off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it's right. It doesn't look as big as it is in person right now, but it's
it's farther away.
Yeah,
that's that forced perspective. Okay, so let's take a look at the. I imagine the pink star is Disney World.
Disney, yeah. It's actually a little bit over. But yeah, and so Oasis is really one of the newest ones. That's by Del Webb, and they have villas and they have single family homes. There's about 400 and something homes going to be built in there.
Okay.
But it is 2 minutes to Disney World. I mean, it is amazingly close. You're on Disney property in 2 minutes.
And what kind of a price range is that on say a single family house?
That's at the higher end. That's at the higher end. I would say the villas are in the 400s. The single families are going to start in the high 500s.
Okay.
But Palms at Soranoa, for example, which you see is just a couple of. It's actually right now it's 25 minutes to Disney because you have to go down and over and up. That is the highest price there is $459 for a 2,000 square foot home.
Oh, that's not bad.
And the road that's coming in is going to connect. There's a road that's coming in by 2026 that will connect to the road that takes you right to Disney World.
Okay.
So it should be they've estimated 12 minutes to Disney World.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're going to cut it in half.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is. And then there's other ones too around here. I think I missed one. In fact, no, I hit the Four Seasons. That's in the higher end price point. And there's a lot of resales. For example, Ridgewood is a resale, but Ridgewood is like 20 years old. So the people, one of the concerns that people have when they move into an over 55 is, are they going to be, people their own age, or is this going to be, something that where the people are,
80, 90,
older.
70s.
So when you buy a house, an over 55 in a new community, everybody's getting there at 55, 60. They just retired. They bought it.
Sure.
When you're 20 years older, the people are 70, 80 years old. And it's sort of like coming in late to high school. You don't make as many friends when you come in senior year. So I find that that's one of the things. But the thing about the over 55s is there's always something to do. There's always something to do. There's always people doing stuff. And all these people are Disney fans. So I follow a lot of my customers on Facebook, and I'll see them, boom, they're at Disney every week, over and over again, and I'm like, boy.
If I was retired and lived that close, I think I would be too.
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's just it. If you hate Disney, you wouldn't buy there.
Right.
No,
exactly.
You buy in Central, you'd buy in Central Florida because we're cheaper than the coast.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah.
And eventually, over time, though, you'll be the old person, and there'll be 55-year-old people moving in.
Yeah.
In 20 years.
And there's
see, eventually you'll be old enough to tell the 60-year-old, hey, you youngsters, get off my lawn.
Well, that's the nice part about 55-year-old communities. You don't got the youngsters living next door. But you are allowed to have like the kids stay over and stuff. It's not like it's like
yes, they have two separate rules. Some will allow you to have someone under 19 come and visit. They'll either have a 30-day maximum or a 90-day maximum.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on which community you're talking to.
Sure.
And I think the 90 days when the kids come for the summer to see their grandparents.
Yeah.
And you can have someone living with you full time as long as they're over 19. That's the general rule.
Sure.
So, but that's so. Yeah. So I mean, I don't find the rules to be too strict regarding that. I mean, people. How often can people be away for more than 30 days?
Yeah. So all these communities, these would all be considered gated communities, and I'm guessing.
Yeah. Let me think about this. Yes. Everyone there is gated.
Yeah.
Everyone there is gated. Some have an attendant gated. I don't say guard gated. It sounds like you're in a prison. But attendant gated, and some are electric gated. Where you where you have a key and you just drive through. The new one is at the very top. That's Del Webb, Mineola. The views from this community are the most amazing that I've seen in Central Florida because it is so elevated. And one thing we don't have here in Central Florida is elevations.
Yeah.
But up in Mineola, you do. Yeah. And you're right on Lake Apopka. I mean, so if you had a boat or something like that, it's a perfect place to be.
So I see that's not too far
from. Wait a minute. I can have a lake and be near Disney World. Okay.
Yeah, but your lake is filled with gators.
There's a lot
of course, we're talking lots of money is what we're talking.
Yeah, I don't know what the prices are going to be on those.
So what would your distance be from Del Webb to Disney World?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? That's
40,
not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how long it used to take me to get to work.
Sunridge is about 50 minutes. Twin Lakes about the same. Four Seasons is 10 minutes. I mean, it's almost right across the street. Oasis is 2 minutes. Del Webb, Orlando, and Solavita is the ones that aren't sold out are Solavita, Twin Lakes, Sunridge, Tahaqua, Del Webb hasn't even started selling. So, but there's a couple of them that are, like sold out. Like Heritage Hills is all sold out. They had over 1,000 homes there. Beautiful community, though. Beautiful.
Right.
They even had not a winery, but they had grapevines and olive vines and all that, and they used to harvest them and stuff. So it's really beautiful community.
Nice. That is so cool. Yeah. I hear you're getting involved with Give Kids the World.
Well, I sponsor a lot of their events.
Okay.
So like they're having the Hearts of Reality in celebration, so I'll be sponsoring that. I've been doing it just this last year, so anytime they have an event, I love to do stuff with them.
So what's Hearts of Reality? I haven't even heard of that.
That's where they'll have all the stuff that I don't watch, but the reality TV stars come and they take pictures, and it's a big charity event for Give Kids the World.
I would recognize none of these people. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, I know. I looked at the boards of who was going to be there, and I'm like, I don't know if you like it. Fine, spend your money.
But those things are very popular, so I can understand that would go over very well. I bet.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice thing. And what else? I did the let's see, the Tony Baxter thing. I just went to, and then there's been a bunch of events that they have all throughout the year. So,
Nice.
I mean, there was one where they had people were. I don't know what it's called, but when you on a wire and you are
zip lining
down, what?
Like, is it zip lining where you like go sliding along the wire?
They were going down a 35-story building, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to that.
Oh, like rappelling, like rappelling down the building?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the Give Kids the World. I mean, I went to an event there, and I was absolutely amazed at what they do. It is if there's a charity to donate to that's Disney related, this is it, because these kids can't go to a regular hotel, and it gives them it. One of the kids said it made them forget for a while that they were sick.
Nice.
And then one of the founders, they played a tape, and I wish I could remember his name. They have a beautiful plaque dedicated to him, but he was a Holocaust survivor, and he had heard about them starting this thing, and he said, "What do you need?" And they said, "Well, we need a house." And he goes, so he built them a house, and then he built them another one. And now they have these beautiful, beautiful houses that look like they're right out of a cartoon where you could stay in. And the people come, it's like a hotel, it's free, everything's included. And, and he said the reason he did it was because he knew what it was like to not know if you had a future. And honestly, I can't, that is just it was just left me speechless. It's an amazing charity that is I'm shocked by it that it's a terrific place. I mean, I took some pictures recently when I was there for another event, and I was because every time I've been there it's been at night, so I haven't been able to see the houses and stuff. But now I see them and I'm like, oh, these are neat. So they're beautiful. They're like out of a cartoon. I mean, if I was 10 years old, well, no, I still love jumping up and down when I see it. I'm like going, gee, not push one of those kids out. I want to stay here. But God bless them. I mean, my God, how much thought went into these beautiful houses.
Could you imagine building a cartoon type home in the middle of one of these HOH properties?
HOA,
the curved roof and the colorful doors and everything, and the windows that are kind of slanted. That would be awesome.
I would love to have the conversation with someone going, I'm sorry, you need to use eggshell white. No.
Yeah, people, I will tell you though, people make a big deal about HOAs, but I mean, if you're in a community with one, most of the time you're grateful for the HOA because you can blame it on someone else when I have someone who doesn't cut their lawn, someone drives around, sends them a letter, you got to cut your lawn. They go, oh my God, nobody's been cutting my lawn. Because a lot of people here don't live here full time. So that's really why we have a lot of HOAs. There's snowbirds and things like that. So a lot of I have neighbors here that are just here. My neighbor across the street is just here during the winter.
Yeah.
I know. Coming from North Dakota, like I am, we have a lot of people, we call them the snowbirds, that they'll go down to Florida or someplace like that for the winter, and then they'll come back up here for the summer. So they're constantly going back and forth. So yeah, we have a lot of people from here that do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here.
My God, the fireworks look really good right now.
They're really good. Yeah, they look amazing tonight. I want to put your website up, but I'm also enjoying the fireworks. So. Oh man.
Yeah, that is such a great view of the fireworks. I love that.
Well, you know what was funny was I had an offer on my house. In retrospect, who would have thought that house would have gone up by $200,000? And I said, well, let me look and see, because I was coming out here, to this area, to another community, videotaping live streaming the fireworks, which I do every Sunday. And I was live streaming the fireworks at night, and from the communities, I'm like, well, let me see if I can find a community that has firework views. So I actually looked at the map and went, oh my God, I've been in that community. I didn't know they have views of the fireworks. I came here and I asked them, and they said, well, you better sign in an hour because we've got someone else coming in and looking at that lot. And I was like, yeah, right. He goes, nope, I'm serious. And so I was like, well, one thing I've learned is listen to the sales reps are usually telling me the truth. Usually. I went home, got my checkbook, thought, should I stop at McDonald's and get something to eat? I'm starving. And I went, no. I'm going to listen to him and get there. I walked in, started signing the check. The people were 5 minutes behind me.
Oh my gosh.
If I would never have moved. I never would have bought the house if I didn't. Look at that. I love it. But yeah, I never would have done it if that, I was within minutes of getting it. So,
wow.
But it's I'm weird. I like a big house, even though I'm by myself. But I don't travel or stuff like that. So my money all goes into my house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, sure.
I always tell people don't live for your house. And that's exactly what I do.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, I don't, so yeah, so, and the, those people that
stopped at McDonald's and they were 5 minutes late.
Yes.
The ones that were behind you. They probably went to McDonald's.
Yeah. So, but they did buy down the street.
Okay.
But they're like, every time I run into them, they're like, you got my house. And I'm like, yeah.
Yes,
you should ask them. You should say, hey, by any chance, on your way to the signing, did you stop at McDonald's that day?
Oh, I'm so, because but in the long run, celebration would have gone up in value. It would, but that house, here's the thing about that house. It was great. It's worth a lot more money now, but it had a 1-car garage and such a small closet that, you know how many shirts I have. I could not even fit my shirts in the closet. So, it was really, I was putting clothes in other closets, So, yeah, it was a beautiful, oh my God, I love Celebration. I love it. Now I'm priced out.
Yeah. Thank goodness my daughter moved away because I got a spare closet now for my shirts. Because, yeah.
You mean a room, right? It just that whole room is now your shirts. Yeah.
I should get that bed out of there and just make it put hooks.
There you go. Just put up all those hanging racks all the way across the room.
That's what I need to do. I wanted to. I don't think we've ever done this before when you were on, because you've been on a few times, but we've never actually looked at your website. I don't believe. So the celebratingflorida.com. You have a section for 55 communities.
Yeah, under I think it's under unique communities. Yeah, definitely.
Victor Nawrocki Homes near Walt Disney World, proud sponsor of McDonald's. These things are kind of annoying, but I guess you need them there.
You know what? I am a social media animal. I mean, I am on I YouTube, Facebook,
Instagram. So you got the video here. You have a little podcast here. I listened to about half of it. Talk about 55 communities, resortloop.com podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these are some of the homes that are currently available.
That one right there is a villa. So what a villa means in Florida is that you share a wall with one or more homes. And
so it's like a duplex.
It is like a duplex, but in a duplex you own the whole building, but here you own just your unit. Okay. And the HOA fees cover the roof and all the exterior painting. So I always suggest to people, if they're looking for condos, this is a great alternative to a condo. Okay. I'm not very crazy about the condos we have here. I'll be honest with you. It's I don't like the way they're usually managed. I don't like the way that they can have assessments, because they made a mistake. The managers made a mistake, so they have a big assessment for you to cover it. So I don't like that kind of stuff. I like having your own little autonomy. Also, it's easier to get loans on villas or townhomes because you own the land underneath, which you don't with a condo. Right. So sometimes it's easier with a townhome or villa to purchase it if you're getting a loan.
So we call these side by sides here. Is what we call them. Yeah. So basically, there's two garages, but you only have one of them.
Exactly.
And then you're next there. This is a good way to do it though, because on the garage is kind of you don't have the two bedrooms against each other. You have the garages beside each other, which is kind of a better way.
I actually do think the bedrooms are close.
Oh, are they?
In the back, yeah. But there are one car garage when Palms at Soranoa is a 2-car garage. And they're about 300 square feet bigger. And right now they're selling prices around $330s.
That's what this one is, yeah. Yeah, this one was 330.
Yeah, 330.
Yeah, so you get a little bit more square footage, and you get a 2-car garage, which it's always helpful.
Which we would need. I mean,
yeah.
So I don't know if there's something else.
Let's look at one of the higher end ones, and then we'll look at one of the lower end.
Okay, yeah, that's that. Sorry, you got to sign up.
Oh,
there's an X you can put on there though.
Why is it not letting me? Do I have to log in?
Well, you can exit out.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Let's scroll down. Okay, this is Del Webb Oasis. I just sold one in there.
So this is that brand new one you were talking about.
Absolutely. 2 minutes to Disney. I have a video on my website about how close it is to Disney. It is amazing.
I thought Del Webb was further north. isn't it?
That's Del Webb.
Well,
That's Del Webb. That's Del Webb, Mineola.
Oh, right. This is Del Webb Oasis. Gotcha.
Del Webb actually started the over 55 communities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa joined
Del-
us. She says she won't be quite 55 when she moves to Florida, but this is great info. She's saying.
Well, there's a lot of other communities that have similar attributes to over 55s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, clubhouses, game rooms, all that kind of stuff. You know, I think a lot of people just want the calmness of an over 55 and have like-minded people. But,
Sure.
you know, I mean, I'm in this community, and if you said, well, I don't want to be around kids, I never see any kids. I know they're all living. The kids live there. Kids live there. It's not. It's fine. I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. You know. But this, for people who want the over 55, there's always activities that are focused. You know, they have. I went there once, and they had an exercise class in the pool. You know. So this is Del Webb Oasis. Now they are
oh my gosh, this is amazing.
They are a custom builder. So you could which means you pick your lot, and then you design, you pick your model that you put in there, and then you design the interior of it. A lot of times these units will become available because the sale fell through or something like that. You know, people, when you're waiting for a year for a house, you know, anything can happen. You know, they could say, "What, you're retiring? No, we're going to give you this bonus if you stay for 5." And then they go, "Oh, we're not getting the house."
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
this is what I need right here. That's what I need.
Yeah.
You need a whole house that consists entirely of closets just for your shirts, Stan.
That's for the cables and stuff.
Oh,
internet.
Okay.
Oh, cable. I think you said table.
Oh, table. Yes.
What do you need a table right beside the oven for? Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, that was the laundry room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now this brings up another thing. I like to get into communities when the clubhouse is open. You know, because you never know what's going to happen. And I like to be like, when I bought in my community, I was one of the last 10. There was like 10 people left, lots left to buy. I love that because when I moved in here, construction was ended within 2 months. And I wasn't hearing construction all the time. Now, my neighbors heard my house be built for 6 months. That's not fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
No.
The house in the back over here on the corner, that was not built yet. So for 2 months I heard that. No big deal. But at least after 2 months it was done. So I like to get into communities towards the end. So you're not driving through a construction zone every day.
Yeah, that would get tiring after a bit.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
It does. So it's just one of the benefits. Now, this community, their clubhouse is not going to be ready, I think, into next year.
Okay.
So,
Winter I think about my parents. My parents built their house, and they were one of the first people to build on the street. I think there was only 3 houses on the street. It was a big crescent, and there was no houses around them. But the end, so for several years, I guess there was houses being built around them, but they ended up living there for 40 years. So in the grand scheme of things,
yeah,
you know, I think it was more like 50 years. I guess they lived there. So this is kind of this is like the lower end.
Yeah,
kind of
I mean,
the opposite.
Well, here's the thing: it's in real estate, it's location, location, location. This is Winter Haven. Well, Winter Haven is a good hour from Disney. You have to go up to 27, which can be very, very crowded. But look at that price point.
Yeah. So Mary is saying the price goes up towards the end of construction, like when the community is finishing up, the prices tend to go up. Yes.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Sometimes, I mean, if the market's going up, yes.
Yeah, when you get to the end, isn't that when the homes start to cost more?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, it depends a
My
little bit
house
on like what
probably was.
lots are
My
left
house
and
probably
things
was a
like
little bit
that
more.
too.
But I also find sometimes I find that if they've got 5 or 6 houses left and they're really trying to move out of the community and close it up, you can make an offer. Just like you normally would, because most builders aren't that flexible. They have boundaries of what they will allow. And sorry about that.
Where's that X? I'm not finding that X.
Yeah,
here,
there's an X in there somewhere.
Again.
Ah, good. Okay. So yes, but yeah, in general, most times the prices start going up because prices are going up all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't find that they, charge exorbitant prices. And also here's one thing that has worked very, very well for me. When my customers tell me they want in a community, and I know the salesperson, I tell them, put a Post-it by your phone, call me if anything falls through.
Okay, yeah.
There was a house that was available that happened with, where my customer was coming in, let's say it was a Monday, and they landed on a Sunday. And I said, get off the plane, come down here, because I found you the house that you're going to buy.
Oh, wow.
But someone else is going to buy it on Monday. And we got in an offer, we locked it in, and yes, they did come the next day, and the other people wanted it, and it was sold. So,
because they went to McDonald's
what
first.
I do is, I mean, honestly, that's why you need a realtor who's on the ground for you.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So, to keep in touch and say, is anything falling through?
Yeah.
And I've gotten a lot of sales that way when we thought that it was closed up. Yeah.
This is a nice little home here we're looking at.
It's not bad. Not bad. That's a great.
Is this
Traditions
1 bedroom or 2?
Traditions is a great community. It's not very old.
2 bedroom.
I've been finding recently that when you get a home that's over 7 years old, they start charging you more for insurance on the roof.
Okay.
So the new construction very often offers you a good deal, because you save. Like one of my communities that I sell in, they quoted the insurance as being $900. Well, around here, $900 is cheapo.
Okay.
The neighborhood just built closer to the end prices went up until interest rates went up. Yeah, you know what? When interest rates go up, here's the thing about that. A lot of the builders that I work with will buy down the interest rate, so you can get an interest rate in the 4s. But I want you to also remember that, like when I bought my house, I bought my first house after 9/11, and we thought, oh my God, the interest rates have gone down so much. I bought it at 8. My parents bought it 13.
Yeah.
People have bought it 15. So it's all relative. But yes, when the interest rates go up, the prices become softer.
Sure.
Mary's seeing the house next door to her. They just bought a new home. Mary did. The original buyer fell through. I like this little. Is this like the window here? This is a
cut
nice
through.
detail.
It looks like it's a cut through to the next room. Yeah, so you can kind of see into the next room, like while you're standing there doing dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought that was an outdoor window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what that is. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine in some of these communities, though, it's like when the builders are building them, the thing they want to do most of all is sell all the lots and get everything built. And
this one here is too much grass for me to cut.
They do it in phases.
Sure.
Because if they, and that one's Heritage Hills again. Now there's that I think, let's see, that's a single family for $449, and that should not be very old because that's a new community. And I will tell you, if you want to get a lousy price for your house and sell it, paint it some outrageous colors like I'm seeing right there. People, I don't understand when I run into a customer who says, "Oh, I couldn't stand those colors." So what?
Yeah.
Yeah, paint
So
is easy. Paint is like one of the easiest
Paint is
fixes.
easy. It's so easy, and you can schedule a painter, you can get an estimate, and you can paint.
But you know what? This is actually
you will save.
This is one of my favorite
$10,000 or
colors.
$20,000.
all of our my toaster, my toaster oven, my microwave, my whatever, everything is that color that I have in my kitchen.
Yeah, we watch a lot of these shows like like House Hunters or whatever, all these kind of house hunting shows. And that's what we always are yelling at the TV when they're complaining about the colors. Like, paint is easy.
Yeah.
You can
paint.
Paint is easy. Roof is hard.
Yeah.
If you've got problems with your roof, I don't care what color that thing is inside.
Yeah.
So
I love the flooring in this too.
Yeah, a lot of them are going with the laminate floorings. But I would tell you that house would sell quicker and they've all moved out apparently. So
yeah, it looks pretty empty.
Yeah,
they should go in there with a nice neutral color and they would sell that house quicker.
Yeah.
But you tell people that and they go, I don't want to do that. It's too well, good. That's why it's sitting on the market.
Yeah,
Which is a shame. It's a shame. There was a beautiful house near me that was on the market. It was gorgeous, but it had weird colors inside,
Yeah, they really got the different colors going in this one.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Otherwise, it looks like there's a lot of
like
room and it looks like a nice house overall.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Well, I've got I don't know if I've ever showed you. I have a Toy Story room. I have a Jungle Cruise room. So I have different colors in my room. I would definitely have to paint if I was selling this house. But it would break my heart.
At the same time, though, you're close to Disney. Like maybe somebody wants a Toy Story room in a.
They might. Well, a good idea is to include when you're selling a home that may have some colorful attributes to it, to include a painter's I forget the word, but a painter's premium. You're going to give them a concession, painting concession, so that they can change the colors or do whatever they need to their own personal pay.
Here's this much money we're setting aside because we expect you're going to want to pay.
And they'll have an estimate there on the counter,
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if you want to really sell a house fast, you have your own inspection, pre-listing inspection, and you fix everything on that's on the inspection report, and you have them come back and re-inspect it, and you leave that on the counter. And I have seen when those are available, people waive the inspection. It makes the whole process so much easier.
I'm sure that saves a lot of time if you can do that up front.
And if you want the top dollar price, because people will say, "Oh, I've got this, this sink that's leaky. Oh, well, I need $2,000 off for that." And then they think, how did you have a sink that was leaky? How come you didn't fix that? Oh, could you imagine what else is broken? But he didn't notice. And it's like, it snowballs.
Yeah.
The smallest little item can snowball when you're selling a home.
Yeah.
This is unusual.
And is it just me, or is this unusual to see a price of $300,000 on the nose as opposed to doing like $299?
No,
no.
I that's how I would price something, because people aren't going to search 299 and lower. They're going to search 300 and lower.
Okay.
And then if you take 5,000
See,
off,
I always thought they did like under 300, so that this house wouldn't be included because it's
no, they
over
would go 300 and lower.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got some good colors in this one too. I see. This is a nice. I like that it has a mature tree.
But that's an an older over 55 community.
Yeah. But I do like the idea of having a mature tree already in the front yard like this.
Mm-hmm. Nice that is go on your house. Sure.
That's something that appeals to me. Anyways, I'm not sure if everybody. I'm not sure about that color.
Yeah. Well, at 300,000,
not much covered space.
At 300,000, you're not going to spend 3,000 painting the house.
Yeah.
But if you've got friends and family who can help you, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But it's heartbreaking to paint a house. Paint is very, very personal. So I can see why people don't do it.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Like for myself, I got so many posters on the wall, you don't even see the color of the paint.
Yeah.
They're not. I have no idea what color any of the walls are.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's 300,000.
Yeah.
For an over 55 community.
Double sink.
Now, one of the things that people concerned about in over 55s is the HOA fees are usually quite higher.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, well, they got more.
What kind of HOA fees are there? I mean, for say like a place like this.
I'd have to.
Would it say in the listing?
Yeah, yes, I was going to say, is it like?
Let me think.
Like 500 a month or 800 a month?
Well, no. That would be what a condo would, something like that. Palms at Soranoa is in the 200s to 300s.
Okay.
So yeah, and it depends on what kind of things they have. I mean, if they've got, let's see, they got pool, tennis courts. Yeah.
Yeah. If they have a guide manning
HOA.
the gate.
Now here they have the HOA fees include cable and internet. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a great thing to have all that for,
As a resident, you can participate in community events or just enjoy the pool, sit poolside, read a good book, or take a dip on a warm summer day. HOH fee.
Tennis, clay courts, pickleball, baseball, bocce, all sorts of things.
Pickleball's huge now.
300, yeah.
Yeah, Steve says Stan is showing us the website, but also shopping for his vacation home.
See, you got that right. We should have had Jason on here. He could have been looking for a house.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, yeah, this is cool. I could do this all day. I just love just. Looking at houses.
You know what?
I just my favorite hobby.
Yeah, you know what? I still look at homes, even though I do it all day long. I will sit. I'll be at night looking on Realtor.com, just looking. Looking at houses that are on my website, but like I'll look in other areas too, just just for fun,
Well, it's fun to see kind of like the different layouts and the different, some of the different ideas and stuff, even that people come up with, and how they arrange things and all of that is kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com, and that's where you could find everything you need to. What do you got? You got
my link.
Yeah, you got all your you got celebrating Florida.
Celebrating Florida is if you want to search homes. If you want to watch my YouTube videos or go to my Facebook page, Disney at Your Doorstep is a great way to access those too. And as you noted on celebratingflorida.com, you can find my links for the channels as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any final questions people have in here? Lily is saying this has been very interesting.
Thank you.
It's got to be so exciting to purchase a home, especially if you're a Disney fan, something near Disney though. Like that's got to be like the most exciting thing to do.
Oh, I know. Hey, I did it.
Yeah. You didn't grow up in Florida.
Nope. I moved here 2008. 2009, I moved here, and I had bought a house out down here in 2008. That was well, that's a good question. I bought a house down, that I used as a short-term rental, and the market was really low. And I saw another house that was incredible. I went to an auction, which they don't do anymore for good reasons, because they didn't get any money out of them. And I put a bid on, and I bought a second house down here. And at the same time, I was unemployed. I'm probably the only person in the world that loses their job and buys a house.
Runs out and buys a house right away.
Yeah. Great thinking. No, it really worked out perfectly because I sold it for more money. But yeah, but yeah, I've been here since 2008. So it's 14 years now, really.
Wow.
Went by very, very fast. But all of this area that I'm living in right now was empty fields when I moved here originally. Everything here was empty. I mean, it's amazing because it's a mile from Disney World. A mile from Disney World, and all this was empty.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell who owned the land. I don't really know. I'm sure there's some experts that know if it was actually owned by Disney and they just decided to sell it off. But yeah, it was definitely all was empty here, empty. But good question popped up. Yeah. How long before moving should you start looking? Now. Now. Because the thing is, you've got to be prepared. So the more you can prepare by looking and, not going into the houses and annoying people, but, looking online, getting an idea of where the areas are, getting an idea of what you can afford. If the prices start to go up, they're starting to go up and you should maybe jump before they go up too high. But definitely, I mean, I always say, look now, because honestly, I see people, email me and I'm like, they offer a price and I'm like, I don't mean to be sarcastic, but I'm sorry. Are you Marty McFly? Are you going to get into your, and go back 30 years to buy it? Because that price does not exist here sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you want to get a good price, you have to start looking and getting an idea. Okay, well, maybe I'll go out to Groveland, which is a beautiful area, and burgeoning, where the prices are a little lower, or Mineola, and you're buying a brand new house. It's brand new. Well, so Mineola, I sold a house up in Mount Dora, which is a gorgeous area. Mount Dora is amazing. It's 40 minutes to Disney, and there's a town that you'd probably have to take your car to get to, but it's a 100-year-old shopping area, and it's with restaurants and everything. It's amazing, and you can take little boat tours there. It is just an incredible area. There's so many areas, so the earlier you look, the more you know. But if you want to be close to Disney, there's only specific communities that you can get to.
Monica here asks a good question. This is actually Justin's wife. If Justin's buy with one, can his much younger wife move in? So let's say Justin's 55, but his wife is.
Well,
she can move in.
I think when you said it, as long as his much younger wife is at least 19 years old.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, we don't want to know about it. But yeah, so as long as one person in the home is over 55, and everybody is over 19.
Yikes, look now. It will be 5 years or less.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
But the more you know, the more you teach yourself, the better off you are.
It's free to look.
Yeah.
It's what, and I don't mean to be critical of people, but when people go out and say, well, I want to see these 20 homes because I'm going to be buying in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I go, And I say, but you're not buying this exact home. And these people have a dog and they're going to have to board it for the day because they think you're buying.
Yeah.
And they get mad at me. And I'm like, you're not buying with me.
Yeah.
You're not buying because it is rude. That's what is so beautiful about open houses.
Yeah.
Nobody expects you to buy. Drive around, look on realtor.com, go to open houses. You know, it is amazing. You can really go in and you can ask questions and get people's cards, and maybe you learn you love the area.
Yeah.
So best to do your research online first. Absolutely. And open houses. I mean, my God, that's the greatest thing is to have open houses.
Yeah.
Open houses unfortunately rarely sell the homes. They sell the realtor, and that's what they sell. I mean, people don't go buy houses. It's the statistics are for every 100 people that come in, one person would actually buy the house.
Well, if 100 people come in, it's not like 80 of them are going to buy it. Only one can buy it.
Well, you know what? I mean, when you have an open house and there's hundreds of people out front, you know it's going to sell that day.
Yeah.
Now we're having open houses and nobody comes in all day. I'm like, well, why don't you, if you want to live here, go to an open house. Look at it. It's free, So and Saturday and Sunday, everybody's having open houses.
Even offers don't come from open houses usually. I bought my last house, not this one, but the last one with an open house. But we kind of had our mind made up that we were going to buy it anyways. They were just happening to have an open house that Saturday, so we went to the open house. But we kind of already knew we were going to buy it before. Well,
let me tell you something. The trick in the industry is to do this. For a realtor to say, "Oh, you're coming on Tuesday? That's great. Now, if you can't come on Tuesday, we're having an open house on Saturday, and we expect it to be really busy. So come on and see it that day too." And they go, "Oh my God, they're having an open house? Oh, they're going to sell it." No, they're not. They're not. But you use it to inspire the interest.
Yeah, sure.
And hey, and so they don't realize that it's very rare that you sell it at an open house.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, they're having an open house, they're going to sell it. But I wouldn't let them have the open house if I really wanted it. So my first house that I bought was exactly that scenario. They said, I came in, I saw the house. They said, we're having an open house on Sunday. And I went, I didn't want them to have the open house on Sunday.
I don't want all these people to come into my house. I'm going to buy it now.
It was a beautiful house right on a lake. It was gorgeous. I wish I still, I wish I had held on. I wish I held on to every house because I always bought beautiful houses.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the one I bought at the open house was a complete money pit and I lost money on it. It was horrid. It was a horrible, horrible house.
Yeah. I didn't understand the benefits of a new construction home when I bought my first house, but it was beautiful. And I just wanted that area. It was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous area.
Yeah. All righty. We're going to wrap this up. We're into overtime already. Thanks for coming on, Victor. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us again, Victor. We always enjoy having you on.
Thank you. I enjoy being on. Thank you.
So next week I got a fun game planned. And Victor, I might get you to help me do some research for this one.
Okay.
We'll talk after the credits here.
Sure.
And I might have some work. I'm going to put you to work, man. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week, and have a great
night, everyone.
Good night.